Everybody, and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 13, Week 1, and this time, ladies and gentlemen, it's a ticketed game! I'm here with Ocelot. Say hello, Ocelot.
Yo, what's up, boys? It's your boy Ocelot.
Weird, I swear you were somebody else last episode.
Nah, people say I sound really similar to Randy, but we're different people.
Oh, okay. That's good. I was worried for a second we were going to have this Dusty-esque imaginary friend situation.
Nah, you're way cooler than that, man. Come on.
That's true, I am. Say other nice things about me. Getting rid of the Marana instantly. Once again, just targeting out the Hollywood with the very first ban here.
Yes, sir. And it seems the Bristleback is also similar response. I think it's a Ray Baby hero?
Might be a Ray Baby hero, might be a Poop hero as well. Could be both. And Hunter Bounty's missing laptop never wants to go through that again, so the Alchemist is gone.
Yeah, I honestly, if I played that Alchemist game, I'd be like, screw you guys, I'm first phasing this shit, don't ban it. Like, it was just completely unhindered.
It was like the Kai Coddle this week.
Oh, I need to watch that.
You do need to watch that. You'll be so proud of him.
Yeah, something I did teach him.
No, you just pretend. Just everything he did was because of you.
Oh yeah.
And unfortunately, we're going to be supporting somebody in this game because everything Bean did was because of Asper. And so far, nothing Crafty Potato has done is because of me, because our schedules haven't really aligned at all. So I've not been able to work with him as much as I wanted to so far this season, which is unfortunate, but you will definitely be seeing that after that post-week 2 break. Getting a first pick Jakiro out here, no surprise. It's the
Poho-Horo hero?
Yep, the Poho-Horo hero, perhaps, and also a good response to the Snapfire. You know, makes you very, very positioning dependent on the Snapfire. Makes you sometimes ult perhaps farther away than you wanted to, just because it's like, if you're too close, well, one ice path and your ult's over, and that's a very long cooldown for a very high impact skill that you do not want to lose that easily.
You also can just kite him if you have a one that doesn't die easily. Like, they can't really afford to run at you, so you can just kite them from melee range. Or I mean, sorry, range.
By the way, I am Shadow Shaman.
Oh yeah.
This is a very strong push lineup for supports here.
For either side, thus far.
The Jakiro Shaman combo is going to be pretty bad pretty early. We got a very early Medusa. Whoa. That is very brave. Immediately banning out the anti-mage. That's funny because the very early Medusa is something that Esper is traditionally proponent of, and we did not see it on the Esper team.
Yeah.
Really flexing the power of the 4th overall pick. If there is one thing that I think is really powerful for first pick, it is that 4th overall pick.
It depends. I would say the 6, 7 pick's more powerful just because of what comes later. By 4th pick, I'm assuming you're meaning 8 pick, if so. Because, like, yeah, you might get shafted in first phase. I can't see. Oh, you're cursing.
Oh, it's like it's the first pick lineup, 2nd pick, the last pick of first pick phase.
Yeah. So you get shafted in like the first phase, but then the 2nd, 3rd phase, you end up getting the last pick. So ends up being it favors you because you get 2 to 1, 2 for 1, or 2 for 3, I should say.
But having that 4th overall pick. It is nice because, you know, that you have very minimal bans going into that 4th overall pick, and of course you also have the ability to ban out like a million guys right afterwards. You can definitely protect ban somebody doing that. It's a very interesting thing that, of course, our team has been talking about a lot as far as taking advantage of that.
DaBush also realizing, or the DaBush team realizing that they don't care about the Ray Baby Pause 1 anymore. Seems that they're adjusting their bans.
Yep, looking right at poop.
Yep, right at that poop.
It's a little disgusting, don't you think? Come on.
Yeah.
This is a public broadcast. We are broadcast journalists, okay?
Okay, I was clearly talking about people order our patties.
No, it's not your fault, it's his fault. Profaning our children with such language. By the way, no, Ursa.
If you are to work at the Krusty Krab though. It's a very important principle. So I
That
would
is
say
true. That is true.
yeah,
And
balance
by,
it
and by the way, I know our broadcasts are actually we actually do have a pretty big audience in Bikini Bottom. So shout outs to all our fans down there.
Yes, sir.
5 seconds remaining.
I know
Sniper ban.
one of our last videos, Mr. Krabs was actually there in the comments section. I thought that was a pretty neat thing to see.
Yeah. Pretty interesting that they're banning out the Ursa. I feel like not just another Manoy hero.
Well,
Ursa's-
they're banning out the Ursa because everybody says if you pick Medusa, you ban Ursa.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Is it because of the DaBush build?
yeah.
I didn't know it was like a must ban thing.
It's a must ban in LD2L circles. I do not think it is quite the danger people believe it is. I actually think, as far as it goes, I think Weaver's actually a little nastier against Medusa than the Ursa is because he can build some mana break that stacks with his mana break and just do oodles of damage to you basically.
But doesn't he just not have a? I don't know actually. I don't play Carry Weaver, but I'd assume you don't have enough attack speed if you build like that.
That's I mean, I'll just say it like this. I've played it myself. I've never had a problem with the attack speed portion of it.
Sure.
It's a very early game focus thing. It's like when you do that, you are kind of putting yourself on a doomsday clock. But on the other hand, you are also in a very good situation. I do think
Yeah.
Weaver is one of the better heroes when you're in that doomsday clock situation.
Also, another thing to note that they're actually banning out the Sand King even though they have the first pick of the second phase. So
Yep,
seems
they
like
are not
just
looking to
don't
pick
wanna
it
play it.
themselves.
Yeah, quite interesting considering how well it worked for them last time. Maybe they're just looking to flex on the enemy team and just make sure they don't have Sand King.
Radiant team pick.
Well, somebody must have been listening to me. I promise you, I did not know.
It's pretty sus, bro.
I actually got unintentionally spoiled on one hero in this entire game. That is not it, though.
Interesting.
Because I tried to find the match ID on the website and I didn't find it, but I did find that somebody picked Slardar. I don't actually even know what team it was. It was whatever team was on the right.
Dire, I'm assuming? I don't know.
Maybe. Spoiler, Slardar's here. Oh
He's
man, Slardar on the Dire would actually be huge, but he's on the Radiant. Okay, never mind. When I said that, my head just started filling with all these nasty, devious thoughts of just, oh man, what could I do as Slardar with a lineup like this against a lineup like that? My mouth started watering, and then LazerGoesPewPew was like NVM, bro.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
mean, but here's the thing, right? Like, to consider Radiant's Roche taking potential just with those two heroes, it's pretty
Right.
sick.
Yeah, I mean, he got the Radiance, but imagine him with Weaver. Oh, that would be so much fun. Imagine armor breaking the guy in the Shadow Shaman Wars. He just dies instantly. Ooh.
But Weaver wouldn't be playing support here, like, guaranteed, so it wouldn't feel as strong.
Dire team pick.
You got the Ogre Fat guy. It is LD2L, so we have an Ogre Magi. I think he's actually returned to the situation it was at the start of Season 12. I believe every series this week we've seen at least one Ogre pick.
They have to go for the 3-pick here.
10
We'll
seconds
be coming in
remaining.
for DaBush side.
I really like how it's DaBush Did 9/11 and DaBush is not here. He did not make his debut game on his
He was too
namesake.
busy.
I mean, I guess it's better than the situation that Dusty was in a couple of seasons ago where he wasn't even on the team named after him. He was on a different team.
They didn't think that one through very well.
Reserve time running out. They're going to be very.
Why they're taking so long.
They're going to be very. Weirdly enough, this position, like the last picks of second pick phase, it seems to be a very common sticking point here in week 1. We got Viper. Viper. I wonder what position Viper's going to be.
Could be either. Right here.
Very interesting.
10 seconds
I
remaining.
feel like you try to put in wherever Medusa goes, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, potentially just have him stalk Medusa.
Seconds remaining.
Yeah.
On one hand, there is one
Dire
very
team
tragic
back.
issue for Viper here that right now you pretty much have like one thing break effects that you care about. The Hunter Bounties team appear to be guessing that this is a 2 Viper. They must have been watching the scrims this week. And are
Also
still
just,
targeting the threes.
Seconds remaining.
It's also just a good strategy from DaBush. I feel like they have to choose,
Radiant team back.
and they get a lot of flexibility with the last pick. It's a
Oh,
nice strategy
Necro.
from DaBush.
Well, Necro against a team with Viper, you sure? Okay.
I mean, isn't Necro good against Viper? I remember reading some weird stuff.
The answer is, well, it depends on if any of your supports know how to build a Spirit Vessel.
5
Because if
seconds
any of your
remaining.
supports build a Spirit Vessel, and Necro gets to stand in the Viper Crab and ult and Spirit Vessel, then he pretty much just melts instantly. He cannot stop himself, he cannot Physimmune himself, or he melts in a heartbeat.
Dire
So you're
Also,
basically...
yeah, you're right. You kind of just get shit on by Viper, actually, as Necro. Kind of weird ban, actually.
Must be just banning comforts, rather than banning strategically.
Yeah.
No Night Stalker and no Shadow Fiend, so they're not really sure if that's a Viper 2 or 3, and they're just kind of banning in any
10
case.
seconds remaining.
Yep. That's all they can do.
And you know, I said this in one of the games in season 12, but the way the scaling is, especially for the Dire for some reason, it really makes Shadow Shaman look like a manlet, or Weaver is like huge.
I mean, he's a bug, so is Shadow Shaman really a manlet, or is he like less than a bug?
It's a good
You know
question.
what I mean? Yeah.
10
Yo, not
seconds
Ocelot, how tall are you?
I would say around 5'7".
5 seconds remaining.
You haven't measured yourself recently? Haven't been to the doctor?
No. I haven't grown since like 8th grade, so
Sad.
I don't really. Yeah. Sadka.
Quick, ask how
Yeah.
tall I am, so I can say one of the weird and actually crazy, like, Anani 200 trading card facts.
Oh, how tall are you?
Honest to God, hand to God, 6'5".
Dude, I was literally about to guess that. I'm not even shitting you.
Hey, you want to know what the even crazier thing is?
Yeah. Well,
Randy is 6'4". Casting
the
Desk of the
fuck?
Giants.
that's why are all Dota casters like massive? Like, you know that, right? Like with the
I don't
Dota
know.
Entertainment.
I don't know.
OD Pixel's like 6'2" or something.
Ricky's a very small guy. Do I like the Ricky here?
Why
I don't know what he's
so
doing.
tiny, actually. Holy shit.
I don't know what he's doing. Is this gonna be Ricky mid?
10 seconds
It.
remaining.
No, it could be carrier mid. Depends.
5
Yeah, I think maybe
That is-
Medusa too.
It could be either. They're keeping a little flex there. Ricky mid is kind of weird though. I'd say it's more one.
I will say
technically.
this. I do think with Medusa, that is not a bad pick. You know, Ricky is just, let's just call a spade a spade. Ricky is not somebody who is, oh my god, 2 seconds left. Phantom Lancer, uh-oh.
Select your heroes.
Yeah, I
Oof.
don't know what this Medusa does this game, actually. It's pretty hard.
Pause 2 Phantom Lancer? This is new meta!
Holy shit.
This is going
interesting.
to be Pause 2 Phantom Lancer versus Pause 2 Medusa. Wait, no! It's Pause 2 Slardar, actually, I think.
Are you sure?
Oh my god,
Maybe
I
they're
don't
just
know.
flexing.
I don't know.
I think it's pause 2 Medusa. I feel like it has to be.
By the way, this game is now ticketed, so the names have changed. That's not the same lineup they had the first game.
Yeah.
I don't know who's in and who's out.
Who's Manbear Pig? I feel like he's new, right?
Who's Manbear Pig? I don't know. Maybe that's Ray Bebe's name in, like, a ticketed game.
Could be.
Who's Jopa George fanfic? That's really the better question here.
It's all chaos
Okay, I think-
in week 1.
I think Jopa George fanfic is Ray Bebe, because they're in the same clan as School Lunch and Laser.
So he's gonna play the pseudo mid, it seems. Guess it
Yeah.
kind of works out.
The guy who was Zeus last game is still with us here, and People Order Our Patties is somewhere in this lineup. We can
So
only
Nani,
guess!
Anani, I'm curious. Are you sick at basketball? You good at basketball?
Am I sick of basketball? No, I'm very unathletic. You want to hear one of the other Anani 200 trading card facts?
Uh-huh.
One of my legs is longer than the other one. That's not very good for sports.
That's a little concerning.
It's not
Is it
like not like visibly longer, but it's like I can't when I stand like a very off stance. If you like watch me walk and things, and I know that because people who have watched me walk have commented on that. That's actually how I found out. I didn't realize it naturally until
Yeah, I
somebody
feel
told
like
me one day.
you can maybe get that fixed at chiropractor. I don't know if that works, but seems to help.
I've never
Some
looked
people
into it
said.
because it's never really affected my life beyond being bad at sports, and it's not something I'm very interested in anyway.
Play esports.
Yeah, I'm an esports guy, all right. Even when
Yeah.
I was a kid, I was always like, yeah, I want to be. I don't want to be the guy like playing. I want to be the guy talking about the guys playing. A feast for
Does
my
this feel like kind of a waste though? 6'5" and haven't even like given basketball like. It sounds like you haven't given it even a peek, right?
Hey, I played it when I was a really, really small child, and that was it.
Let's see.
Just never had any interest in it, to be honest with you. Well, I tell you what I did want to do when I was younger, right? Used to want to do boxing, but, I live in the middle of complete goddamn nowhere, and there's just nowhere to, like, even train on that. And until
mean,
MMA came around, but I'm not an MMA guy. By the way,
Yeah.
Man Bear Pig, sponsored by the Chiefs, speaking of
The
sports.
battle begins.
Viper gonna man up here. I don't know.
Very manly. Very dead, unfortunately.
Yeah, he needed to have his shaman with him, just a little closer maybe. Viper's
And,
very squishy at level 1.
Then he's getting tipped by LDR Esper. Still has her tag from last season. And the Epilaf? Ooh.
This is gonna be the most resident sleeper mid lane I've ever seen in my life. Like 2 carries.
You know what I didn't even comment on in game 1 is the girl power lane up top with Esper and Pahahara.
Oh yeah, I didn't. That's pretty good catch. I'd never seen that actually.
Yeah, Katie, who is now going by Admiral Katie. Katie recently was like, yeah, next season we should do Bean, Esper, Pahahara, and me.
And you.
And not me as in
one of the
Anani.
girls.
Me as
Oh,
in
and
Katie.
as Katie.
That-
My bad,
yeah.
my bad.
Oh, and not a 12-year-old boy. That's what I was
Oh.
gonna say.
Is not a 12-year-old boy also a girl?
Not a 12-year-old boy's name is Amanda, so that should be a hint. I do not mean to dox on stream, but that's also your Discord username, so it shouldn't be much of a surprise.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. They're really not a boy at all. So
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
Yeah.
I assume not a 12-year-old boy chose that handle after being confused for that in too many games.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. Like, who the fuck wins this mid matchup? Actually, it's kind of.
It's impossible to say. I think it's actually no. I think it is possible to tell. I think after a few levels, Manoy just eats Medusa here. Like, I don't think there's even a hope in hell that Medusa just lives this game.
I mean, that's if Medusa like doesn't turn on her mana shield like she is right now, though. I feel like it's pretty easy to. What? She's not turning on her mana shield every time presses Q on her. I'm so confused.
Problem is that PL is going to be able to just beat up the mana shield. Is going to be able to stop the snakes coming out. Is going to be able to really just.
Okay, but do you
Eat the
want to
farm.
take like? Do you want to die instead? Like, I don't know. I feel like you use the mana shield just so you can.
Well, that's
Like,
what I mean.
mana
It's
up
like an
later.
impossible situation. It's like
But
Medusa.
why make it worse by not mana shielding though?
No, I'm not
You
saying
know?
Medusa doesn't mana shield. I mean, Manoy has the ability to deal with the mana shield when it comes up, so it's going to be a very awkward, hard to deal with situation for Medusa either way.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Especially if he just rushes the utter crap out of Deathblade, which just makes things even worse.
Jesus, this PL build is kind of crazy. How is he gonna farm? I
Question.
don't understand.
Also, I'm pretty convinced that this is people order our patty, so he's doing. Yeah, it is. Okay, so he's pulling pause one this game. We've actually shifted our roles all around over this
Not a
last
good
game.
sign. Not a good sign for the boys on Radiant, but it is what you do in season 1, so you know.
Right,
good job.
but it's season 13. That's what you do in week 1, though.
Oh yeah. None of that shit anymore. We're 13 seasons in, you know.
Yeah. Come on, guys, get your act together. I know this is your debut season. I know this is Literally everybody playing right now is rookie season in LD2L. But come on, fellas, get it together. I think
Yeah, we've
I
been
think Coop
through-
might have been here
oh.
before, but I can 100% sure.
Ricky Lane should be really hard for this Ricky. I feel like Viper might be giving him a little too much. I don't know. Kind of weird go. Maybe the Ogre does too much. But, oh, Ricky should not be manning up. What? That's crazy. And he might even live. That's insane. Vex, does he have the level 2? Oh my god, he doesn't have the level 2 Q. He could have killed Ricky there.
Yeah.
I don't know why you take the E. Unless you're getting mega harassed, because the Q is your first, the level 2 Q is your first kill timing as a Viper.
Honestly, I usually go against the W. It is, you would be surprised how many lanes it is that the W doesn't actually get you any work done in the just QQE, or QEQ
Yeah.
rather.
Yeah,
Very
W is necessary if you go mid, but I can see how it's completely useless in side lane. Unless you want to push for some reason really hard.
Right. Now, in a situation like this, it could be good, but I think you're actually still losing. You're still really losing damage. The only nice thing is, oh no, even at level 1, it's not even better mana value. So
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you should just gun.
he's just
one
on a
dude.
mid build. He's just on the Tortellini. Pahoro, very Pahoro low. Getting just beat up here, but just barely surviving. Slarter actually going down first. Oh my god!
Oh.
There's a snag in your plans, and its name is
Girl-
Esper.
Girl power lane showing their strengths. Debut. Debut of the all-girl Dota team, or like a preview for the debut.
Yeah. So it's the clone of the all-girl league team. That'll
Yeah,
work
so-
really well, right? I'll have to ask Kai about it. He's the local league expert.
Yeah, true.
Was
He does have
Esper?
6 now.
Esper the one I was talking to about that I was like, Weaver is actually a better Medusa counter than he looks. Who knows? Oh my god, Manoy's so low!
See, this is what I meant. This is what should be happening. I feel like the Medusa shouldn't have been taking this much damage early, because oh shit,
Ow!
PL's dead. Wow,
Just shot in the back of the head by the Snapfire.
It's silly. Yeah, this PL lane, I don't know what he was thinking. It's one of the weakest laners, even when you have a support with it. Medusa choosing not to get the CS for the siege is pretty big. I don't know why he's going for freaking invis. PL's gonna be dead for 10 more seconds. Doesn't make a difference. But,
Look at the gank! Do the classic Medusa gank.
yeah, he needs to go gank ASAP bottom. I mean, honestly, a gank would be good theoretically right now on bottom. This Viper is finally doing what he should.
Oh. Slarter going down again.
We're just seeing all these kills.
It's very bloody game.
Yeah. PL is starting to get annoying though with level 6, perhaps, if the Medusa doesn't have ulti.
You can see what I was kind of talking about there, like even just not physically present to doing himself, just sending the clones on to do his dirty work. He can just eliminate the entire mana pool if she has shield up, or just eliminate her entire HP pool if she doesn't.
Yeah, but my point earlier was more like why not just have mana shield up anyway though?
But that wasn't what I was arguing.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-oh, Shadow Shaman here. Goodbye, Medusa. Revenge is sweet for Manoy.
Kill.
And I'll tell you this much, I think that actually matters maybe more for Manoy. Like, the Medusa going down means more. Oh, has to kill in the sidelines as well. Vex,
Holy shit.
Vex getting some post-mortem on Ricky. Very interesting.
I feel like it's really massive that he just died there because he originally had the kill gold and bounty whatever from killing or he had a higher one from killing PL. Now it's been reversed.
Right.
Actually, did Snapfire? Maybe he was out of XP range when Snapfire killed him, so maybe it's not as bad, but I don't know.
See.
It could be like a bounce back effect.
I think you
if,
could
like, he wasn't
tell, like, Manoy is noticeably higher level than Medusa, so I think it was a bigger bounty. Plus, you know,
yeah.
it's a hero where I feel like early spill are just going to meme more on a Medusa than on a PL, especially in a game where you're the super uber late game team. They're really not. You don't want to be taking spills like that as the late game team in a what is, I think, an arguable Doomsday Clock situation. I don't think this is as much of a Doomsday Clock as they traditionally are when I call these, but this is still definitely a Doomsday Clock. If this game goes too long, and it is a very long time in fairness, but if it goes too long, I think there is no game plan for the Manoy lineup here. But they definitely
not using
seem...
your abilities. Okay. Oh,
He's gonna
nice little bait.
wand out at least.
I do feel like the Snapfire could have used Q in the entire sequence. Ricky is dead.
Ricky just dies somewhere else while a fight is happening top. It's one of these games, baby. I love to see it. These are all over week 1.
Yeah, Viper finally hitting those higher level Qs, and I don't know how Ricky lanes. Like, he's finally leveling his Q past level 1, and it's making a difference. He's
Power
Soul Ring.
Viper.
Jesus, he
Yep,
hates this
Soul Ring
Ricky.
Viper.
The classic.
Very, very hard thing to sustain on Viper, to be frank with you. Very, very easy. I'm sure that's actually probably the explanation on one of his nests. Oh, good Snapfire ult, just very casual.
Wow. What a good ult.
Stun comes out, Snapfire ult drops, no hesitation, not one beat.
Yeah, that's. I mean, he didn't use his cookie or his Q, but he's just very eager. Oh, fight going down. He's going for the move speed. That's actually so big brain. It doesn't work out though. I like that play by Medusa. I like how he went for that.
Well,
Let's
he's
get that
sticking
bonus
around
move
here.
speed.
All in support. It's going to be a
Can't
save
do
for
that.
him?
Oh, gets the ball refill.
Oh no, it's going to be a bottle refill, okay.
Yeah. Don't see those as much anymore. Just 'cause
Why do
you
I hear
can't
funny
get those
combat
up there.
music? Oh, because of this! Ricky gets a
This
kill and the support
Ricky-
just goes down.
It's mega bad for Ricky because he doesn't have TP anymore because he died earlier, so he's mega fucked. Totally not worth it to go for that.
20 more seconds. He actually had to buy a book. That's sad.
Super. Oh, he does have TP. Oh, it's just that he's died so many times. The last time was the time he didn't have TP. Now he does, I guess. You're not gonna win.
I don't know what Slardar was expecting there.
Yeah, I think he was expecting Weaver to just not have ult skill or some shit. I don't know.
Weaver already ulted earlier!
Yeah, I don't know what that was then.
Maybe just thought it was on CD, maybe just thought he could overcome the damage, I don't know.
I don't know how you overcome that.
Radiant's
Pretty
bottom
sick.
tower is
Speaking of, I don't know how you overcome this. I don't know how Hollywood doesn't just die here.
Yeah.
The answer is he
no
doesn't.
mana.
Yeah, Viper no mana, Viper no HP either.
He
Probably
did
should have
Dota
gotten
here.
too close.
Oh boy. No more jumps seemingly though. Oh, he does. Okay. I feel like he could have just used it. Unless it like just came off cooldown. I feel like he should have used the other second jump as soon as possible, just because minimize the time.
It did just come off cooldown. I was looking at his
Okay,
watch
that
out
makes
there.
sense.
He had to get himself some raindrops. Having to get some raindrops and a book, you're very much mortgaging off your future on this Ricky. But I guess that makes sense when you're like the early game carry of this game, basically.
Yeah,
Like Ricky,
honestly, you kill the Viper, so fuck it. Who cares?
ignore the lane in this game. For all intents and purposes, Ricky is really the pause 2 in this lineup, and Medusa is really the pause 1. They didn't lane like it, but that's like what reality is here, basically.
Yeah, man, you just need to get the Diffu at some point. Although, I don't know, this PL is getting a pretty healthy amount of farm. Not getting pressure.
Well, yeah, PL not on Ricky's team, of course.
no, I'm just saying, like, you can't, you want to pressure the PL as soon as possible as Ricky,
Right.
right? So, like, it's just not happening right now, just because he's been dying and he hasn't been able to get the Diffu and try to pressure PL.
Right. PL third place on that net worth chart under 2 other cores on his team, which is not good news if you're on Hunter Bounty's missing laptop.
Radiant's
Indeed.
bottom tower has fallen.
I just don't see the side lanes from the Radiant really pressuring at all. I mean, to be fair, it's not neither vice versa, but don't know. Just means whoever outgreeds wins the matches if we just play like that. Pretty resident sleeper.
You know, you really shouldn't get that stuck in a shampoo bottle, I gotta say. We got the... Oh, I thought we had the funny combat music as a Slardar at top, but no, it was actually Ricky jumping on Vex at bot here. I think Vex, if there's one thing I do feel like is an issue with how Vex plays a game sometimes he overcommits to trying to, be a nasty presence in the enemy jungle. And hey, that is a very important thing, it's pause 3, but not if you're dying a lot doing it. Your life is
believe
not
it or
worth
not, believe it or not, pressing Q on people's Viper is a bit of an art. You gotta know when your limits are reached, I feel like.
Gotta know when to fold them.
Yeah.
Know when to walk in, know when to
Radiant's
run.
middle tower is under
Actually,
attack.
you know, I know it is the funny zero skill hero, but like legitimately knowing the exact limitations on your hero and having an escape plan, knowing exactly when you need to start your withdrawal is very important on Viper. Because with no
Exactly.
escapability to speak of,
Your positioning just matters a lot.
yep. And positioning there, unfortunately, there was no positioning away from that Snapfire ult. He just gets completely melted as PL just beats up some geeks in the back line. Slardar chasing out Jakiro here, but Jakiro's still full health. Got a long way to go, but turns around there.
PL's coming to fight. He's, I don't know.
PL is dead, actually. And now Esper is, Weaver has joined the brawl. Nobody really wants to tango with Weaver.
Did you think that Ricky was just gonna sit on a tower? Like, I don't know how he kills anyone, actually. Bit of a weird good decision making from Dyer there.
I like how Hollywood still has his DMX and drop from the Roche Riders. It's always fun seeing these last season leftover tags. I don't think most people had tags and like the sponsors and the team tags and like S11 and 10 and all that. 'Cause I don't remember that being the case in 12. I remember at the start of 12, most people had an empty tag and sponsor.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mid tower definitely gonna go down.
Yep.
Need the counter pressure top maybe with the Snapfire. Really, the Snapfire
Yep.
is the only guy that can actually hit towers this game. So they just
Weaver
play
being
around him.
very eager there, just really hoping somebody's even thinking about defending this.
Dire's
They invade
Yeah.
triangle, they're invading triangle.
Yes, they are. Oh, Ogre balls, very ballsy play. Gets the guy low though. PL might be dead here. Oh my
PL is
God.
indeed dead.
Good play from Ogre. Trusted his Ricky. Good cookies.
The Weaver is just still trying to make trouble in the back line here, but it's just so hard. His entire team going down around him. And
Wow.
soon he follows.
Very well
By the way,
played
did I
from,
mention
Radiant.
Medusa had a DD that whole time?
That might have been a nice reason, but I feel like they just played the fight better. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Yep, the decision to try and split that, I don't think it really did them any favors.
Yeah, they just ended up losing both team fights.
Yep.
Both split team fights, I should say. Now Medusa's massive.
is under attack.
But I do feel like PL still does enough, even when a little behind against the Medusa, so we'll see what happens.
Ricky finally finishing that diff up. It's the post price drop diff, and he's still only picking up at 16 minutes. Not great, but it is a good sign that things are starting to turn around for that line. I'm looking at a shard next.
Looking to fight immediately.
Yep, wants to put people to sleep. No surprise there. Ricky is the early game guy here.
Yep.
Trying to find PL under this tower, I think. Just wanted to right click at him.
situation.
Radiant are scanning.
I would say right now, Vision War, at least in the pertinent areas of the map, definitely favoring the Dire out. You can actually see, even in area like in that last team fight, they actually still had a general vision advantage, even though they didn't win it. So there is that at least.
Yeah.
There is this nasty little trick here, but that's really about all.
Manoy sniffing out the gank very well. They're pushing bottom right now.
It is a very, very harrowing sort of. Right now, it really just does feel like a bunch of damned choices. It's like, okay, so if you chase PL around the map, then Shaman and Weaver just go and blow up your towers. If you let PL live, then he just eats Medusa alive. You know, it's very awkward. And they can take towers in kind, but they are way worse at it. Especially with 0 points and a little shredder at this point in the game.
What the hell? That's crazy, man. You gotta go little shredder when you have 0 tower damage otherwise.
Yeah.
On Radiant.
What you picked Slardar and Medusa and Snapfire and Ricky. You picked this lineup with the Ogre, and you didn't get Little Shredder. I don't know. I feel like that's a disconnect between like intention and practice there. You know,
Yeah, man.
Sometimes on the cast I talk about theory versus practice, and this is definitely one of those little things as far as the practice goes. Like, this team was definitely set up with the idea of getting a lot of use out of that shredder, and just does not see it here so far. We'll be leveling it soon, at least.
Snapfire just not thinking about their abilities more like, it seems. Because I feel like QW build is solely for mid. Like, you almost always go a little shredder on support.
I know a lot of people like to do it just because QW is better at, like, solo killing, and if you don't trust your team, hey, there you go.
Yeah.
They just beat up a bunch of PL illusions.
Well, good, well played for them. They have died.
They did it. They killed PL.
Yep. Illusions. This PL not even having... He's brown boots. Very poor.
Yep.
Oh, he's going BOTs, that's why. What the hell?
That's Manoy for you.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's Weaver. Maybe getting caught here. Oh,
Nope.
doesn't use defusal.
Dire's top
What?
tower
Gets that W off just in time.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty hard time.
Felt like that was like 1 femtosecond before the smoke cloud drops.
Yeah.
Vex getting looked at by the Slardar. Slardar can't really do much against him though.
Death's bounty.
Really one of the wrongest guys to be trying to face the Viper here right now, Slardar. One of the only guys with a passive that you care about losing. He's up Viper leaving the paper trail behind him.
It's not the man for the job.
One of the only passes you really care about losing. He can just, like, his escape plans get really messed up by the Viper here.
Yeah.
It's not a hero you can, like, hit and run easily on. It is such a big affair for them to try and get this Weaver, dude. It feels like every couple of minutes, it's just like they pull everybody together on the Radiant to try and kill either PL or Weaver, and it feels like maybe 1 of 4 or 5 times it actually works out.
Yeah, they're just playing too slow. You know, as much as I hate to say that kind of buzzword, like they're just not preemptively thinking like where would PL play here. They're just responding to where he's been showing, and it's just not been fast enough.
Right.
Seem to be like, all right, fuck this shit. We'll just play objective base, and they're looking to take this bottom tier 1 down.
Radiant are scanning.
Maybe
Well,
it's just
Shredder coming
Snapfire-
out. Slardar going in deep here, thinking Weaver, the only man to actually show up to this battle, could not be further from the truth. Great Snapfire ult, though, is really screwing up this response. Shakiro way too far away to do anything about it.
I was such a poorly played fight. I feel like there's just a fundamental disconnect on who wants to do what.
Radiant's top tower
Maybe if they focused their efforts or coordinated them better, maybe we would have even gone Radiant side, because they would have killed the Viper sooner.
That was a very awkward fight in general because it felt like, you know, you had a very quick drop on the Viper that I don't think they were expecting, but on the other hand, the turnaround just got way worse than perhaps they were anticipating. Weaver ends up with the lion's share of the money, and Ricky ends up circling the map.
So Ricky's just having a really bad time. I think he's saying, all right, we can't play here. We should just play around Roche area, just threaten this top tier too. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of hard. They have good vision though, to be fair, from Radiant's side.
I think, to be honest with you, I do think maybe there's like a bit of a poor acknowledgement, perhaps, of the status quo here on this lineup. They're not, like, the Radiant team is not playing this like they're the team that wins late, even though they are. And this, you know, the Dire here, I almost said LDR, not really playing with acknowledgement. Like, they are playing, rather, with acknowledgement that they gotta win early.
Yeah,
So the
actually-
Radiant's kind of almost playing into what Dire wants them to be doing.
Yeah, so a bit of weird go, I think. But you know, I think they're traumatized by the last Manoy game where he ended up playing a hero where just can't win late game against.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
I feel like this time it is very winnable for Miniso. He just keeps pace with
Yeah.
PL and doesn't immediately get caught. If she gets 4 staff, it actually might be pretty big. You can like dodge the original PL like rush, so to say.
Right.
Dire Dire's top tower
And
is
forces
under
tier
attack.
2 seems. I like this move because you can
Oh, what happened, bro?
press the W. Seems.
He did not blink there.
The starter
Again,
really.
this snap ult.
Radiant's bottom
The
tower
starter going
is
for
falling.
very ambitious plays. Oh my god, he doesn't hide the trees. Okay, he just died there for no reason on the starter.
This snap ult is such an issue for this Dire lineup. It feels like it at least kills one, or leads to the death of one every single team fight.
Dire's
It really is.
fortified.
It's just really good.
It's just one of the
point.
one of the things you kind of give up with a 3-leg Viper, unfortunately. You know, like Sand King, he does have a hard time. He does not want to build those like team tank, those
Oh, why are
types
they
of
fighting
items.
the Weaver here? Just take
That's
the
a good
power.
question. Why did Jakiro walk into the silence cloud is a better question.
Yeah. Bit weird.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Must have been lagging.
Good BKB reveal though for the Weaver. But
Always feels like it's almost a game of 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And this Radiant team is taking the advantages this game. You know, they get something done, and then they lose just a lot of their supports. I feel like it is something that you see a lot in the LE2O community sometimes. It's just like, the supports are like, oh yeah, it's expected that I'm the guy who dies in these fights, so it's okay that I die. Perhaps. I don't know.
yeah, without really weighing the consequences.
Self-preservation, it's a very big thing. Now, self-preservation at the cost of your teammates, not so much, but self-preservation is still a very hip trend. Especially as a hero like a Snapfire, for example. Even when your ult is down, and a lot of people think Snapfire is a walking ult, but the reality of the situation is, when your ult is down, you still got Cookie. You still got Little Shredder.
Yeah.
You are still a walking ult, but it is not quite as literal as it is for a case like, for example, I feel like Enigma, really, outside of just using his Enigmites to push, really does not bring anything to the table when Black Hole is not involved, especially after what they did to the Midnight Pulse.
Shaman's starting to queue up Ags. Makes sense, I guess.
Viper queued up and finished Halberd. Medusa did something that I feel like a lot of people in this community are going to look at and say, huh? Medusa just got a Shadow Blade.
What the hell?
She is going for Silver Edge.
To break the who? What? That's very interesting.
Break Justipose. I think it also breaks Phantom Rush, but I'm not 100% sure.
Sure. This PL build is very interesting. I don't know why you need BOTs.
Because he's Manoy and buying BOTs is just his business.
Yeah, really be.
I can't wait until Quap Circles fights DaBush Did 9/11 so we could have two guys just buying BOTs every single game no matter what happens. Oh, I gotta check something. Oh, no, Vex, baby! No, don't do it to me like this! Alright, Trash Bow, pop quiz, what's missing?
The hell is missing? Are you talking offensively? What Vex could have done?
Yeah, I'm talking offensively. I'm talking like something that you should build legitimately 100% of Viper games right now.
Are you trying to say Maelstrom? I'm confused.
Wrong. I'm talking about the Shard, baby.
Shard is... I mean, it kind of depends. I feel like you have
No,
enough
there
power
is no depend. I'm sorry. I don't care how much tower push you think you have. Amplify that tower push more. Amplify the damage your cores are doing in every fight more. I mean, it is like ridiculously good.
I feel like sometimes... I don't know. It depends, but it is pretty strong.
I don't think it depends. I can tell you this much. I feel like right now, you are just so much more successful every game you get. I mean, it is so ludicrously good.
This is really good for pushing high ground, so maybe they needed it there.
Great for pushing high ground, it's great for defending, it's great for just pointing out a guy for your one to eat in fights, it's great for, say, dropping some attacks on the guy who's in the snakes so they explode, especially if they have the Weaver bug on them as well. I think the thing, especially on
Radiant's
3.
tower is under attack.
I think the one thing that some people don't realize when it comes to 3 is that with 3, excess is not necessarily a sin. Just because you have Sun does not mean you cannot afford more on 3, and that is, like, perhaps best exemplified in Viper, where it's great if you don't have any, and even better if you do.
We're still gonna walk back up. Confident in the Snapfire, it seems.
Yep.
Nice ice path, though.
Yep.
Medusa has to ult here. Oh, blinking forward into the void and dying.
I'm not really sure what that was about.
He was very confident in his team, but being behind him, it seems.
Or just getting eaten here.
Yeah, so is dead.
Hollywood going to tip Horo for some reason.
Ooh.
Ricky
Albert coming to
disarmed.
play.
Ricky disarmed at a really bad time for him, but he's still going to just eat up the back line. But not for very long. Goodbye, Ricky.
Oh, he just raged by back. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
over. You said Man Bear Pig was Ray Ray Bay, right?
No, Man Bear Pig is people or patties.
Interesting.
See if we
He
can
didn't
figure
seem-
out.
He did
That's
seem
Ray
kind of...
Bebe.
Okay.
It's Medusa.
Wait, what?
It's Medusa. Ray Bebe is Medusa in this game.
Tower is under attack.
Okay. He did seem kind of tilted after the Vax game, so maybe he's a little prone to tilting on the patties, on the poop.
Prone to tilting on the patties. It's a weird way to put it if you think about it.
Yeah.
He takes his frustration out by tenderizing the meat. That makes not his own meat. For the record, he does
Yeah,
not
his-
jack 1 every night. In fact, his jack is 5 right now.
Stop. Just stop.
We are broadcast journalists, my friend. We are professionals on this desk. And Ricky is dead on this desk. Holy crap, that's his dieback, baby.
Medusa's massive right now, though.
Hollywood also just pretty much died instantly.
Medusa not walking out of range of the hero stuff. Could do some damage here. No, doesn't seem so. Manoy is massive, though. He needs to kill his bug, but this... Who sees him? He's too fast. Silver Edge coming to play, I guess. Oh, now he gets it.
Ain't so fast anymore. Look at that Maniple die.
Running. I have no idea why he stopped running. That's kind of weird.
That
Greedy
is
there.
absolutely tragic. There is nothing that can stop this man.
Oh. Medusa has fallen behind, and I mean, levels-wise, I guess net worth he's still ahead. So
Well, no,
PL
him and
still
Manoy are
feels
the same
impossible.
level.
Never mind. PL feels super ahead, though.
I mean, that's just what happens in this situation. Also, he finished his heart, so you know that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
And he didn't buy a Silver Edge in the meantime. Leaving it for Weaver, man, just to piss people off.
Yeah.
Everybody on that team being like, well, I already can't kill that guy.
Just troll.
Oh, I really like that. Manoy is actually like splitting up all of his illusions here, just to make it really confusing what the hell is going on.
Yeah, good PL playing.
He really wants Slardar here.
Yeah, Sora has no big KB. Go for it.
Been defused. He's been stunned. He's been killed.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is one of those situations where the Viper Shark comes in handy. You can just pepper the tower with a couple of shots, and then PL himself doesn't even need to beat it up. His illusions can just melt it for you.
Does it feel like he should have it by now, though?
Top tower is under attack.
At least
Maybe
Jakiro
it
has his
wasn't worth-
shard.
It wasn't. Maybe it wasn't worth to go the halberd even. I'm not really sure.
Middle tower
Has been getting
He did-
some use so far.
Yeah,
He's actually use it though.
Oh, sports are dead on Dire side. Could be big, but Manoy is just getting really low.
He's not the one who has Aegis, just for the record.
Yeah, I don't know why he's still playing here, man. Wow. He's dead.
Dead.
What the hell?
Esper did not want to take that fight.
How was that fight, actually? How did Manoy die?
He just tanked up every single bit of damage, including, most notably, he tanked up basically all the Snapfire ult, and he has neither resistance nor immunity to magic.
Yeah, why would he do that? Just weird decision making. I feel like he's not really trying.
People really underestimate the damage that the Snapfire ult does sometimes, I think. Like, you look at the Snapfire ult and you don't say, oh, that's like the single largest source of magic damage in the entire game. But it is!
Dire's middle tower has
You're
fallen.
not get hit by artillery here. You know, a man once said, artillery brings dignity to what would otherwise be a vulgar brawl, and then they put that quote in Civ 4. Which is really the source of, like, half of the weird things I say, are just tech quotes in Civ 4. Like, here's a peek behind the curtain for you, right? If you chase two rabbits, you'll lose them both. That means you just discovered hunting. True fact. It's another one on the 91-200 collectible trading card. Really, our whole desk has got trading cards, but Randy's only comes at the bottom of a cereal box. Which is also where he got his medical degree, if you're wondering.
Let's see. It all connects. Oh, dude, I'm gonna like pass out. I swear to God, I'm so tired.
If you make it through the second game, then you're doing better than London did.
Dude, I don't know. It's not because I'm even high. It's like 5 a.m.
That's true. No. We're recording this at a very normal hour. 5 a.m. before game day to do the last set? Who would do something like that? Not me, baby.
Yeah, it's.
Dire are scanning.
Who's gonna be up till 7 uploading all this crap to make sure everybody gets to watch the games before they go on tonight? Not me, that's for sure.
Yeah, that'll be for your servants. Your
Yeah.
started going for a play, it seems.
But are going to hell, it seems.
And you're going to jail.
Ricky
Starter's
is,
consistently been playing really poorly, honestly. I don't know what he's been doing in these
Vex.
fights.
Vex very low. Vex very dead.
Oh, Ricky's still alive.
Yeah, Ricky, they can't find him.
Wow. That wasn't a bad fight, honestly, for Radiant.
Yeah, it's like an exactly equivalent loss, basically.
Yeah, nearly.
Which at this point actually really means more against Dire. Like, losing an equivalent fight right now as Dire is a loss. You can't afford to take those.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ricky got his shard.
Radiant's
PL has his shard. I believe, in fact, literally everybody on the,
is under attack.
okay, not Shaman, never mind. I was gonna say, literally everybody on Dire has the shard, except for Viper, just to piss me off.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
A pretty silly move.
Aegis just expired on the waiver there.
Man, I feel like this Dire. I feel like such a stalemate. Actually, if the Radiant play this defense properly, it's gonna be really hard to.
Medusa's
Push
bought an
into them.
Orchid. Medusa's buying Bloodthorn.
For the Viper? Oh, maybe for the Shaman, because you just can't get to him.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be for a lot of reasons. It could be that's just what the Tortellini says right now, but for some reason I have a hard time believing that.
Yeah, the classic Silver Edge Bloodthorn Medusa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the Tortellini mid builds any good? I know the Tortellini 3 builds are really bad.
It depends on hero. I honestly don't even look at it that hard anyway. I just put it up just so I have like default if I like literally can't think of items.
I always love it whenever I'm like spectating somebody and they have a guide and they're just completely ignoring it, just not using it in the slightest. It's like, why?
It's literally just to have some of the items there.
Yeah.
It's the only. But yeah, it's generally wrong, I'd say.
Oh, Weaver. They found him before he really wanted to be found.
I mean, it
Snapfire
doesn't
comes
matter.
in.
Slaughter missed the stun completely.
Completely eliminating Vex.
Slaughter chatting up in the backline with his BKB. Supports are dead.
Weaver finally, after such a long and like, just felt like such a big amount. Uh-oh, baby. Slaughter missed the stun again. He missed the haste rune, but Weaver's dead. Okay, that's not good.
That's honestly a good trade for Slaughter. Well played
Yeah.
there. How are they taking these fights so poorly from both sides? I mean, whatever, it's week 1. Maybe they're tired at the time of this game.
Yeah, Ricky
Maybe.
Ricky gets wicked sick there.
Yeah.
Which is legitimately the best thing that's happened to him so far. Medusa, why are you doing this? Medusa, what did you think is going to happen here? Okay, Ricky's around, that's what.
Boy. I mean, he's still live, I guess. Oh, yo, the PL's getting kind of low. Ricky not
Weaver
fighting
actually
though.
to buy back.
Oh, Ricky deciding to leave his Medusa to die. It seems very.
Ricky
very well played.
Ricky trying to cut Weaver off from joining this fight,
Dude, why didn't he
but it
just?
didn't work.
Why didn't you just hit the frickin' PL? I don't understand.
Where did he TP to base?
Send this Ricky.
He TP'd out to base, just did not want to live in a world where Weaver was around for him. I really don't know.
I
That was
actually
bad.
feel like if he just smoke clouded the PL, they maybe could have like killed him, like just because Medusa
Yeah, for
would have
sure.
lived long enough.
Yeah, it was a very on the wire kill on that Medusa. And if PL goes down like one more time, I think it's really like time is starting to, huh? Okay. If PL goes down one more time, I think time is really starting to run out for the die here.
Does Dusa actually outscale him, you think?
Does Deuce outscale him? Well, maybe not if she builds like this, in fairness, but
Yeah.
in a traditional game, yeah, definitely. Still, even if she doesn't necessarily do that, at this point it's starting to become, you know, Medusa eats the entire team behind PL, and PL just can't win the 1v5 basically.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he did it! Look, look! You see it? You see the armor break symbol on that tower? You know what that means, right?
Yes.
And look how much faster this tower is going down compared to every other objective so far this game.
Radiant's middle tower
To be
has
fair, they
fallen.
have not been utilizing the Shaman ults very well. Past like 3 of them. I do see an argument for delaying the shard just because the Shaman and plus Weaver, but yeah, it's really effective right now.
Has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's top tower
Looking
has
to end it, it seems on Dire.
Radiant's
Yep.
top barracks are under attack.
Want to get everything they can up without Medusa. Ricky just going so far as just BKB. Hollywood, micro your wards!
Oh boy, he does it too late. That last rack's gonna bother you now.
That's gonna bother me for the rest of this goddamn game, dude. I can't believe that just happened. Here's a public service announcement to all. What are these two wards doing here? Public service announcement to all Shadow Shaman players. Please, micro your wards, or else you're going to give me a heart attack live on stream.
So if you
Weller.
do intend on giving a Nani heart attack on stream,
Yeah,
do
just
it.
don't do it. Katie did not win one of the 1v1 mid-tournament games because she did not micro her wards. In fairness, she did that as Venomancer, not as Shaman, but the same rule still applies.
Yeah.
Trashboat, I'm going to ask you to say the alphabet backwards now.
Z Y X W V U T. Wow. S R Q. P O N M O. Wait, no, fuck. M K L J I H G F E D C B A. Wow.
Alright, now I'm going to ask you to walk in on this line while touching your nose. Alternative.
Just walking. And there we go.
Abyssal Blade coming out very soon for Manoy.
You know, I could have literally just looked up the alphabet and like just.
You could have done that.
that.
You could have done that.
Hey man, I can barely keep my eyes open right now, so you know, you get what you get.
Don't worry, I'll be commentating the game so you can keep track of what's going on. Weaver just bought a Rod of Atos.
Very nice. Very
Seems
nice.
a little late, but you know, whatever floats your boat. Let's just going for Gleipnir. Just had the Maelstrom for a really long time. Does not see the point in Mjolnir. I don't know. I kind of do. I think I would have gone Mjolnir over the Gleip this game, but if you really need to catch people, I suppose that's okay.
Yeah, you could just fuck over the Ricky, I guess, maybe, because you can combo with the BKB Shaman. I'm assuming Shaman should be getting BKB around now.
Shaman has no such intentions. Does not have a Q, does not have any money.
Yeah. I feel like BKB is still... I guess it's against a Slaughter, never mind. Ignore what I said.
Also does not stop the Medusa ult.
Yeah.
Medusa doing so. The Radiant was going in for Roche there, but they realized, oh crap, we can't do that at all. Wards dropped on the T3 down here. Lift comes out.
Damage.
Gleipnir finished. They don't actually want to commit to anything here, though. They really did just scare 5 TPs out of the Radiant there. Though, Shaman tried to Ghost Scepter TP, but he got put to sleep, and now he gets put to the Eternal Sleep. Medusa just comes in and eats him alive.
Medusa's really strong. I'm really curious to see how this fight will go between him and the PL, or her.
Please don't misgender Medusa.
Yeah, my bad.
Alright, I've found the Radiant and Roche here. Seems like Roche is going to die before they even, like, the smallest chance. Weaver's going to try and go for backdoor here.
The big plays! Nope.
Got the
Maybe?
got the leveler.
For a couple more seconds? Gets it.
Whew! BKB TP.
You can actually... Yeah, there we go. You can actually Sakuchi during the TP.
Whew. Very bold play by Esper there.
I like it.
Knew they could not possibly interfere with that Roche attempt, so they just went for the second best thing, an objective, and a big objective to boot. Super Creep's coming out of that lane top now. Going to basically bottleneck them into pushing mid here. Of course, going to leave bot in just natural equilibrium, which... Please tell me Medusa's just not chasing this Viper illusion all throughout the world. Banging it. Shadow Blades for it.
Oh my god. Medusa did not know his illusion till the end there. It was pretty cringe.
In fairness, I don't know if that's necessarily the case.
He hit it with the Shadow Blade. So.
Right. I mean, hey, you can Shadow Blade for speed. Definitely not going to be using it anytime in the next... I mean, it's already back up, so...
No, I'm saying he clicked the illusion with the Shadow Blade.
Right.
Smoke up. No
Smoke him if you
Snapfire,
got him.
It's a bad policy.
Ooh, smoking right into PL.
Might be a big fight here.
Viper immediately just picking apart the Ricky. He's dead in moments. Actually, no. Very well timed. Very well timed. Woken Dagger and he's out. PKB on the Weaver. The deep ones call me. Buyback's coming in from the Dire.
Oh, but he's dead. See if Ricky tries for anything.
He goes in here.
Does he have smoke
This
up?
is not what he wants to be doing. He just dies instantly, buys back instantly.
Oh boy.
Esper just got an ultra kill.
Oh boy. This Weaver out of control more than PL somehow. That's how it feels at least.
See, I think it's the Shard plus the way Weaver's built this game.
Yeah, one of the talents, whatever that gives you the multi-click bullshit.
Yeah, the multi-click bullshit. What are you talking about exactly?
Sorry, like the... What is it? It's like your Gemini becomes like 4 different attacks.
PL.
if it
PL getting
was.
bloodthorned here. PL getting really hammered. PL's dead!
I like how my Viper was hitting the creeps there for the blitz. I don't know what the hell's going on. Why is PL dead, dude? I don't know.
A golden blade.
Pretty weird.
Because their 3 isn't a 3 that can tank anything is the answer to that. And somehow did not get the halberd out of Medusa.
Yeah.
It's one thing I will say, that the halberd, it comes in handy or it doesn't come in handy based on its usage. So far, it doesn't seem like it's getting a lot done in these fights, and it's not getting much done like withdrawals either. Seems like
Definitely
Ricky is doing too good of a job surprising Viper. Just he never seems to be able to get the halberd out at a good time on Ricky, and it just never. I think he's saving it for Ricky because it just doesn't seem to be coming out for Medusa at all.
Yeah. Well, it needs to be coming out for Medusa, though. Medusa just does so much more than Ricky right now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Kiro just macro on the waves.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I could not care less.
This slaughter should not be hitting buildings. Needs to be counter initiation, like right now, for example.
Jumps in on that. Oh, okay. They're getting pretty low
17
here.
seconds to PL. No glyph, weirdly enough. Medusa ult comes out.
Oh boy, Weaver.
Not fast enough to stop the Weaver from eating the supports in the back line.
Weaver's gonna have a payday with these guys.
Uh-oh, PL's here.
Oh boy. It's looking like a GG.
And that's dieback from Medusa, and that has got to be the game.
GG.
Especially with Supers already in the base.
Dire victory.
Very interesting fighting from Radiant in the last. I don't know what the game plan was there.
GG and Hollywood BMs again. And that's it. DaBush Did 9-11 sweeps the series 2-0.
Welcome to the league.
Welcome to the league. I feel... Oh, this is not the end of this match. I feel like it's kind of hard to say much about Hunter Bounty's missing laptop from that game, because I feel like it's one of these teams that's very very captain-centric, and without their captain, things just changed too dramatically. You had 2 very different lineups and 2 very different games. You had, you know, a guy standing in who very clearly was just not that close to the team, not that close to the dynamic, did not really seem to gel with the playstyle, either in his game on Zeus or his game on Slardar. No, isn't necessarily his fault. I mean, you know, it's a difficult situation to be dropped in as a stand-in, right? Just playing with some guys you've never heard of before, basically.
Yeah, they just didn't have a clear identity, which makes sense if it's week 1, but the stand-in thing definitely exacerbated it.
Yeah, I feel like, because the thing is, you know, again, unless people order our patties has been here before, and I don't necessarily think he has.
I think so.
It's literally, you know, Senor Carlo Frederico Cruz and 4 guys who have never been here before, like complete outsiders. So it is definitely going to be, you know, you're definitely going to be noticing when Mr. Manifest Destiny is not around.
Yeah.
Ray Bebe's build got a little too experimental for their own good, I think, in this specific game. Just went a little far, trying specifically to get rid of the people that they didn't like. In hindsight, Octarine's probably for Weaver, for example. Not Octarine, the Bloodthorn.
I'm really confused if, like, when they have their full lineup on Hunter Bounty, like, will they still have these role issues? I mean,
it'll be
seems
interesting
like
to see. I definitely don't think the Poop Pause one. I mean, he got a lot of kills this game, but a lot of that was just because it's a very long game and you're a hero that is just naturally going to be, you know, putting a lot of stock into these fights, right? You know, it did not feel like the Poop Pause one experiment was doing very good. There was a few things, like especially the buybacks, like the completely random buybacks, I think were like one of the biggest issues here. Sometimes you just kind of withdraw at a weird time. Seems like he's not really on the same page as the friend stack. That much I can definitely say. And that's definitely something that this lineup is going to have to work on. On the other hand, on the Manoy team, I mean, you are down to Bush, obviously, but I do feel like Esper did not really stick out of the game plan quite as much as the stand-in on Hunter Bounty did. Of course, Esper not standing in for the captain, just the namesake of the team. I do feel like there are some issues with the Vex Viper. I do not think it's probably one of his best, just from how that game was sort of played and operated. Did well in lane, but it just felt like he had nothing to do afterwards.
I feel like he could have played the lane a little better at the very start. Maybe going like 2-0-1 might have been better.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, at the very least, the important thing in that situation is results. He did get results. I'll give him that. But in that mid game, it just felt like pretty much his role in fights was to show up, ult somebody random, not kill them, and die.
Yeah, it's just life as a Viper after BKBs.
The halberd, it felt like I was never actually seeing the disarm come out. Maybe I'm just not looking for it hard enough. I don't know, but it felt like the disarm was rarely coming out, nor did it feel like it was often playing a big role in fights. Shard, of course, got there way too late for my taste. For me, I think, really early poison attack Shard is really disgusting as well. Like, it is something that it feels like no team can handle if you can actually pull it out before, like, the BKB start coming out, for example. It really screws people.
I get what you see. I get what you mean, but I feel like for their fight, it's not super mega important. It could be. You know what? Maybe
with
it
a
could be
PL,
for their fight.
with a PL, with a Shaman Snake, with a Weaver.
But you also have okay, so if you're talking about tower damage, I feel like the Jakiro plus a Shaman should be enough unless you're going high ground. If you are going high ground, you probably want the poison attack.
But here's the problem.
Yeah.
Why settle with enough in this situation when you have a pretty cheap item you can get really early that not only helps you there, it also helps you out a lot in those fights?
Well, because you can buy other items on Viper that could help you more.
No, you can't. I mean, I'm just gonna straight up say I'm a Viper. Okay, look, listen, okay? Look at this! I'm a Viper player, brother! I can tell you that for a fact. I do not think for that gold value there is anything better you can get on him. It is way better than it looks on paper. That armor break is so rough to get hit by. It is so rough to.
Well, you could get. You could instead build towards a Maelstrom if you're going greedy anyway, and just get to a point where you can farm insanely fast.
I think it beats Maelstrom, to be honest with you. I think in games where I get an early Maelstrom versus a game where I get an early Shard, it feels like the early Shard pretty much always has higher impact.
Against Ricky though, I don't know. It's just
against a Ricky, what do you mean? Against a Ricky, you hit him in the head 2 times, and then he gets a bug on him, and PL comes and one-shots him. You know what I mean?
Okay, whatever. Yeah.
Though. Yep. It's going to be very hard to analyze this game in much more detail than this. So, in the absence of Mr. Randy, you want to plug your coaching service before we go, because that was going to be this week's not sponsor.
Yeah. If your mid lane needs some coaching, reach out to me. I've already posted some of my sessions. I feel like most teams know by now, though. So.
Yep. Hopefully so. We're doing sessions. We're posting that in public. All good stuff. This cast sponsored by the Trash Boat Coaching.
Sir.
If you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, ld2l.gg is where you sign up. It's too late to join the season, but as you can see here, we're always looking for stand-ins. I literally had to call a friend of mine to stand in one of these games because we didn't have anyone else to do it. Yeah, that's it for this week. So we'll see you later today when we do the live games. Goodbye.
Bye.